Today we are in my very first creative world. There is a lot for us to explore here today. Let's get into the redstone stuff first. In front of me here is the very first time I interacted with redstone. We first need to go to the power box that powers this entire world and also shuts down all the redstone in the world if needed. To do that, we go to the dam and then we go to the power control box. So we'll turn that on, and as you can see, I played around with falling sand and falling gravel a lot, and I did some interesting stuff. And as you can see, that was about all the redstone you had back then. Behind me here is a redstone contraption I finished over 10 years ago. It's a redstone game that I finished when I was only 12 years old. That's why there is 0 comparators, 0 hoppers, 0 observers, and just a lot less smart redstone that you should be normally seeing with a redstone build in today's world. But the crazy thing about this is that it still works. Well, kinda. Now you might be wondering, what does this game do? This game used a trick that I like to call fly running. Now fly running was where you'd have your camera in third person and then you'd run along a race course, racing each other, fly running around the entire map. Using this same method, we were able to go and create a game where you'd run through activated gates and it would pick a random gate to choose from and dispense out a diamond for you to collect. Now during this time, since we didn't have a lot of the redstone components we have today, I used redstone rails as my randomizer. I had a long-running chest minecart that would go around and activate periodically one of the stations, and the system would unlock when a memory toggle gets reset from one of these stations being activated. So that was the basis of how this redstone game worked, and it was as simple as just locking and unlocking certain memory points so that the game knew when or where it was doing things. So how does a game like this stand up in today's world? It really needs redesigning. Now I made a promise to myself when I finished this project that I would never ever do large-scale redstone projects like this again. Boy, was I absolutely wrong about that. I wanted to make a fully working zombies map inside of Minecraft with an actual Easter egg hunt through it as well, so you had like things to complete other than just killing the waves of zombies. But you see, the redstone behind this thing it's more than just broken. It's like completely non-functional. That being said, it did have some interesting levels, like this level where you'd fall down into the water and then have to fight your way through hordes of zombies getting your way up. There's also this dark room where you had to use light to help you navigate through the areas. A hidden path would be shown by the lava falling down from the ceiling to show you that you could actually escape this area using this hidden path that was in plain sight. Now this zombies map also had a shop system where you'd put rotten flesh and it would slowly unlock tiers of items that you could use to help yourself survive. You'd also use the rotten flesh killed from zombies to open up new areas. You also had puzzles where you had to find the correct rotation of swords to unlock certain doors, as well as hidden areas where you'd go through and find secret areas to unlock and open doors. Definitely some interesting design aspects of this thing, and it definitely had its quirks. Anyway, let's get back to the creative world. Another great build in this world that I really liked and enjoyed building was this entire city structure. I just love the exterior of this, how you have the dark oak stairs and the iron blocks going around like this. It makes it just seem like a really solid structure. Another really cool thing is the lights in the car park all turn on automatically at night. Another cool thing was this government building where you had the police station attached to the side, and it was basically a courthouse for all your courts and shenanigans. You can see you have the small courtroom, and then you had your office spaces, and then up above we had the headquarters. Another massive build in this creative world is this giant boat course water slide. Of course, you wouldn't have a creative world without your own country's flag in it, wouldn't you? And why not? Let's chuck in a burger on a table somewhere. Now this creative world also had a full working golf course that was like proper golf, and it used ender pearls, of course, to get you to where you needed to go. You might also notice that we have parkour. Back when I was younger, I was absolutely addicted to watching parkour videos on YouTube, and well, that kind of displayed into Minecraft, where I ended up building one of those 100 level parkour maps inside of my own creative world. And I also built the tower that goes all the way up to build height, which actually is no longer at build height anymore. In fact, we even have the giant nuke in the sky, which is also another parkour map, which goes all the way down to bedrock. And this was the original old build height. Now this cool parkour course was a simple one where you would run and you'd simply cannot stop running until you get to each checkpoint. So you'd simply be running down and parkouring all the way down to the bottom. And of course, a creative world wouldn't be complete without a cobblestone castle, and inside this castle also has some really nice houses that I started designing. And of course we have some of the blocks in the game with parkour inside of them as well. We also have the fly running course. I also ended up building a small little zombies map where you'd fight through hordes of zombies to get to the end. So yeah, there's quite a little bit of craziness in that world, but here we are in the next creative world. Yep, that's right. I built not one, but 2 creative worlds with my friends, families, and sister. And in this creative world, I spent a lot more time trying to just design unique biomes. And I actually want to go back and revisit some of these biomes that I've designed and build them in my survivor world, such as this red mushroom tree type biome here. I also went and redesigned and made myself birch forest, and I honestly actually really like these trees that I designed. They're kind of like willow trees, maybe? But you can see over here that in 2019, rip, the Xbox 360 version of Minecraft. We also got ourselves a nice little ice castle here, and we also have a mini golf area. Now there is one mini golf hole that I remember somewhere here. Back in the day, when you used to get a goal in here, it would go straight into the hole. But you can see now that it does not do that. So item physics with water streams have changed since Xbox 360 days as well. We also have ourselves a better looking creeper and this weird spear. I don't know what I was trying to do here, but it's like a lance with spikes on the end that shoots magic blue balls. Yeah, I don't know really what was going on there, but it's a thing. Now coming over here, we have a very nice looking circle pattern. I don't really know what I was thinking when I came up with this, but I really do like how it looks, and it sits above this very large tree. I considered this area like a fairy tree with a kind of magic feeling going on. I really do like how it looks. We also have some more custom biomes, which, yeah, I really don't know what I was thinking with this one. We also have a giant cobblestone mountain that's been made with cobblestone and lava and water. And then we also have a ski field. Now with the ski field, you'd obviously fall down with boats and come all the way down to the complete bottom. And it was basically a race to whoever to get to the bottom first. We also have ourselves our nice little ski lift system. We also protected the only village in this world here by putting a chicken game beside it as well. Yeah, it doesn't work. Ah, I see. Hey, 5 for 5. Another thing too is that we built an underground ice cave, and honestly, I really like this ice cave. Can you still do that? You can still put cakes on cactuses. You can still put cakes on top of cactuses, okay. Also, something Mojang's forgotten about is how swamps used to generate these small pools on the ground layer, but they just do not generate anymore. I don't know what I was doing here, but I was creating music of some sort. I mean, there was that one music track that I uploaded ages ago. Oh my god, I forgot this existed. I gotta say though, I'm glad that I went into Redstone instead of music. Here it is, the old survivor world. In fact, back then I was starting to build myself a guardian farm because this was back when we had the aquatic update. This was the world that was created when we had the aquatic update come along, and this was the world we played on Xbox 360 until we moved over to Windows 10. And for a survival world, this is pretty packed on its own. It's got its own ice highways. It's got a little beach hut. It's got yourself a woodland mansion there. Main house is there. You got a ocean monument there. I believe down here, yes, we have ourselves a zombie spawning killing chamber with item filters. I wonder, is all the... Yep, a lot of rotten fresh here. It's even got some weird decorative stuff going on with end rods. Means we've at least killed the dragon. Oh, and that's right, we had this whole underwater area as well. And of course, buttons on fences. Even back then, I've been placing buttons on fences for ages. Unfortunately, as you all know from some of my videos, you still cannot stick buttons on fences anymore because Mojang removed that feature. Then we had the underwater area. Upstairs, we had the bridge, yes. Enchanted book. What? Protection, sharpness. What would have that been? I have no clue. No, over here, down here. Yup. Big, huge mining operation. Now, I believe it was as simple as going underneath this bridge, through here, to the left, and then down and around, and then you'd be in the underground area. Yup. Oh my gosh. Ah yes, we even have ourselves some very primitive redstone farm. Good old sugarcane farm. I don't even have a sugarcane farm in my main world at the moment. String to hold up carpets. Does that still work today? It does? Okay, we might need to use that later. There's a lot of build techniques that I've completely forgotten about that still exist today, and even still, this place is pretty stunning. Damn, I'm starting to realize that I'm forgetting that a lot of the thing missing from my main survival world is just small buildings just to add to the space. Make the world feel more alive by building small structures just here and there. Well, it's been over 10 years since I finished this project, and I think it's time we improve things a little. But we'll leave that for the next one, and I'll see all you beautiful people in the next video. Bye bye!